Hello, welcome back to We Met Behind the Castle. Today we're at Disney's Coronado Springs. It is a moderate resort and one of the best resorts, I think, as far as Disney is concerned. We're going to go around and check out the actual resort itself, look at the pools, places to eat, places to shop, talk a little bit about the rooms. We have stayed here before, so I can speak from experience just how great this actual place is as far as staying here on Disney property. So let's head inside, check out the resort, and go around the area and talk a little bit about it. So first off, this resort is kind of weird because they built the Gran Destino Tower, which is the big tower here. It's not its own resort, but it does house a lot of the lobby now where you go in to check in. They do have a convention center here as well, and I'm actually going to show you where that is. So if you are coming to Disney World for a convention, there's a good chance that the convention center here is where you will end up. I know they have big pen trading events here, but I just kind of want to show you the outer, I guess, rim of Coronado Springs because this resort is massive. So I'm going to show you what the convention center kind of looks like on the outside. If you're going to an event here, this is more likely where you're going to be. So under this porte cochere where self-parking is, you can actually get dropped off here. I saw a lot of the ride shares dropping off here. And if you go out this way back towards the back, you actually start the rooms and they go around the actual lake back here. And you can actually go through here and check in. If you go through the old lobby into the Gran Destino Tower, you can actually check in. So I'll show you what that looks like getting into Gran Destino, but I think first we're gonna head into the gift shop, check some of this stuff out as far as quick service is concerned, and then head over into Gran Destino and then make our loop around the actual resort itself. So this is self-parking here. You've got the old lobby and check-in area here. And then this is Gran Destino Tower. As you can see, it pops up over that big oak tree. But further down this way is actually going to be their bus loop. And it is a new bus loop recently done when Gran Destino was built. I think Gran Destino was built in like 2018. I'll have to check that just to make sure. But this is the bus loop area. And all the buses, again, Disney Springs, Disney's Animal Kingdom, Epcot, Magic Kingdom, and Hollywood Studios, Typhoon Lagoon, and Blizzard Beach down this way. So if you're looking for the bus stop right on the side of Gran Destino, and I'll kind of show you what that looks like out the front, but it is headed back closer to the old lobby area. So we're actually gonna head back this way. All right, so we're gonna head in where the old lobby used to be, and I'll show you where that was. But just to the left-hand side is the gift shop for Coronado Springs. But I love this entrance. I love this fountain as well. And just the smell of the Disney resort, it's great. So right when you walk in, you got Panchitos, which is just to the left, which is actually their gift shop for the actual resort itself. And I don't believe Gran Destino actually has a gift shop. I'll double check that. But just to the right-hand side is what used to be the actual lobby area. But ever since Gran Destino actually opened, they've moved the lobby to the Gran Destino Tower. So this is just a really nice seating area. And if you want to come down, do some work while you're on vacation or finishing up some work, booking your next event or whatever it might be, it's a fantastic place to come do it. So really nice seating areas. They got huge couches, nice seats, places you can come down, charge your phone, charge laptops, anything that you might be using as far as like desks are concerned. You actually have drawers here as well, so you can kind of camp out. They've got USBs on these tables here. But overall, a beautiful area to kind of come in and sit and relax. But you can actually get to Gran Destino Tower through that doorway down that way. But we're actually going to head down here and check out this stuff first before we go head out and check out Gran Destino. And I might actually have to go back to the car because it looks like it might storm. And I think I want to get my umbrella. So what used to be the lobby, they actually have the recreation sign that they usually have in the lobbies for the hotels and the resorts here on property. So if you want to scan that, you can see what is going on in June. That'll switch over once July hits. They change them monthly. So there's different things that you can experience. One of the biggest things that you want to check out if you are of drinking age is this Sangria University. Saturday and Sunday at 1:30. And you can actually take a class and learn all about the recipes on how to make these sangrias. And that's in the Gran Destino Tower. So definitely check that out. It's one of the more popular events. And I think one that, unless you're staying here, and as far as popular is concerned, people that stay here know about it, or the locals know about this. But if you're just here for the first time, or maybe at another resort, you might not know too much about it. But they also have some Spanish mosaic art that you can make. Movie Under the Stars. And we'll show you where that Gran Destino lawn is. recreation. They've got dig site rentals, poolside activities, arts and crafts, campfires, nightly if the weather is permitting, scavenger hunt. All the resorts started doing this, so definitely ask the front desk. We have wellness centers as well. And then you have like all the restaurants that are here, quick service. You also have table service as well. And they have some of the best restaurants on Disney property. Toledo is actually one of the best restaurants in all of Orlando. So you can check out some of the menus too if you want to scan those. And we will talk quite a bit about these experiences as far as dining is concerned. And they have a nice map for all the places that you would want to eat. And again, that's right outside of this place where the old lobby used to be, and right out here where the fountain is currently. So we're gonna head around the fountain and head into Panchitos, which is their gift shop. So right when you walk in, they actually have merchandise for Disney's Coronado Springs. And that's actually their, take a look at their shirt. But they also have a water bottle too. Ooh, that's got a weird glare on that. It's Corksicle. It is. $45, and it is specific to the actual resort itself. Villa del Lago. It's a nice little wine glass. Bienvenido. Coronado Springs. And these are magnets. That's they're stuck to each other. So I was like, what is that? I was so confused. But these are actually just connected to each other. Just magnets. Pretty nice. It's got the tower in it. And they have a towel for Coronado Springs, as they do most of the resorts. I don't want to say all because I don't think the value resorts have them, but I do know that the moderate and deluxe do. Christmas ornament for Coronado. And then you have a bag, a straw bag, that's got the actual logo of the resort on it. And it's really nice. It's got like the tile in it too. That Spanish tile. So that's a pretty nice resort stuff. A little bit different, I will say. There's Panchito. More resort stuff. All right, cool. I was gonna say, they did seem to have a limited selection, but got this nice hat. T-shirt for Villa del Lago. And it's got the resort's logo there on the sleeve. We have this Tommy Bahama polo. Let's see a price on it. It's very difficult to find prices on things anymore. They just like, everybody has different places where they put them. Universal puts them on the sleeve, Disney usually puts them inside. Oh, there they are. Found it. $110. And then they also have the gray polo. So this is like a light blue, and that's a gray. I love these Tommy Bahama jackets. This is more like a cream color, and then this one's gonna be white. See the price, $125. All right, so now I think we've seen all the merch, although I don't think they have a coffee mug, which is strange. In the back of the gift shop, they actually have the fuel rods. So all the resorts have these, and again, these are portable chargers. $30 for the first one, and I think it's like usually $5. I don't know if Disney's still doing them for free, and I've yet to try them out. We do have 2 of these, and they work very well. Very convenient too, they have them at all the parks. So you just swap them out whenever yours dies. So very convenient. Got some ice cream back here too. So we're back in like the frozen food area and food section of the actual gift shop itself. But just like at the other resorts, they have drinks, snacks, yogurt. I don't know, they have almond milk. I don't think I've ever really realized that. Juices, milks. And they have some 2 liters, So if you are staying for some time, buy a couple here. They have the 100th anniversary Coca-Cola. Oh, that's smart. They put their candy bars in the freezer section. Oh, root beer. A vitamin water, Powerade, energy drinks, bottled water. They also have beers, wines as well. It's a lot of your popular brands.
Yeah.
Some wine. And then they have like Lunchables and stuff that you can actually take to the park. So you can actually bring food into the park. So again, I always recommend sandwiches. So just make some sandwiches in the resort. Take them in a cooler bag into the actual parks itself if you want to save a little bit of money as far as dining is concerned. Apples, salsas, chips, queso, Doritos. Crackers, Pop-Tarts, applesauce, baby food, it's all your breakfast items. And then over here, autograph books, pens. I was gonna get more into like, you got babies, little swimmers, wipes, Pedialyte, pacifiers, bottles, Huggies. So if you forget your diapers, they do have them here as well. And then any of the toiletries that you might have forgotten, you can actually get them in the Disney resorts. Medicines, Advils, deodorant, mouthwash, drying drops, disposable camera, tampons, pads, Dawn dish soap, batteries, earplugs, can openers, or sorry, not can openers, a wine, a corkscrew, phone charger cables, combs, brushes, nail filers, nail clippers, toothbrushes, razors, cough drops, all sorts of good stuff. So again, if you forget anything as far as toiletry is concerned, if you don't want to leave property, they do have everything you could possibly need here. Aloe, cooling fans. So we're gonna head out. Fountain here, we came in those doors there. It's actually pouring down rain, of course it is. But got the fountain here. I think I'm gonna eat while it's raining. But if you go left, Convention Center restaurants, and this is actually where a couple of the restaurants are for Coronado Springs. So we're actually gonna head back this way and I'll show you what they got. So Cafe Rix is always closing early. It didn't used to close early because I can remember getting dinner here, but it looks like it's a lot of just breakfast items now. Let's see if they got some hours here. Oh yeah, they do. Okay, so hot entrees available. Breakfast 7 a.m. to 11, or 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. This is so confusing. Why did that say 7 a.m. to 11? Is that like when entrees are served and then like this is when the bakery? Okay, yeah, so hot entrees are available from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. And then you've got the bakery that's open from 7 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Okay, that makes more sense. So this is the bakery side of it. As you can see, you got some baked goods in there. Looks like some muffins, donuts, pastries. Get some coffee in there as well. Some Danishes, cinnamon rolls. Ooh, that looks so good. Apple and cheese Danish looks like. So yeah, I guess it does close earlier. It used to have dessert. Ooh, that was scary. It used to have desserts in there. And I know that because we used to come here quite a bit when I was like in a college program because we loved coming to Coronado. And they also have like the drink machines back here as well. But they're closed. And then this leads right into Rick's Sports Bar and Grill, which is different from the cafe, obviously. So I'll actually show you the menu and what that looks like on the inside. Walking up on Rick's Sports, Snacks, and Seriously Good Experiences. mobile order takeout. They do breakfast from 8:30 a.m. to 10:15 a.m. and then they do lunch and dinner 11 a.m. to 10:45. If you want to see the menu, you can scan that QR code. And then if you want to see some of the food, there's some pictures. And this is like a sports bar and grill. So there's not many of these on Disney property, but Rix is relatively new. I think it's probably right when Gran Destino was built. They've redone this, and it is one of my favorite sports bars here on Disney property. It's beautiful. So they sometimes will have walk-ups, so again, you can ask the people at the front, but these do take reservations, and most Disney restaurants take reservations, so definitely check ahead of time. Make your reservations as you're booking your hotel rooms for the weeks that you're coming, or the week that you're coming, or days that you're coming. But here's a look at their menu. And that's breakfast. So if you want to pause it, you can take a longer glance at it. I transitioned right when I was getting to the bottom. But here's a look at their lunch and dinner menu. And we haven't eaten here before. It's really good. I would highly suggest the burgers. And they used to have like a cotton candy dessert. I think it was I want to say it was a mousse. But it was great. Maybe they don't have it anymore because as I'm looking, it doesn't look like they have it. But this is a really good restaurant. But it looks like your typical sports bar with really nice Spanish chandeliers. And they always have games on here, but it looks like DirecTV is down because of the storms. So if you want to see some sports, because ESPN's closed, it's a great spot to come. So this is Rix Sports Bar and Grill, and right across the way is El Mercado de Coronado. So this is actually the quick service restaurant. Hours of operation are going to be breakfast 7 a.m. to 11 a.m., lunch 11:30 a.m. to 2 p.m., and then dinner is 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. And you also have the soda grab and goes open until 7 a.m. from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. So you can fill up your resort mug. But here's a look at what they got here. And again, loving this. They've got this screen as part of the menu, and there it goes changing on me again. So here's a look at some of the breakfast. If you want to see the breakfast items, you can pause it, check them out. That's good. Some handhelds. Some bowls, rice bowls, chorizo bowls. Personal pizzas, this was the screen I was just on, so I think I stopped here. Pasta. I think we're going to get some pasta, maybe.
I mean, mind you.
All right, we're going to head into El Mercado de Coronado, grab some food, and hope that storm stops, because I don't know how we're going to walk around and see the resort if we're stuck in here. This is some really nice quick service food area, like dining room. I like this long table, but got tons of seating back here. They actually redid this, I think back when they did Gran Destino, so it looks a lot different if you've been here recently compared to, I guess, what, 5, 6, 7 years ago? So, all right, we're gonna go grab some food. So back here, how it works, you go back here and go to one of the counters, order your food, whatever you want to get from the people behind the counter. You come up here and you check out. So we're gonna head back here, see what we're gonna get. I think we might get some pasta. They do have allergy-friendly options as well, so you can actually speak to a chef or a leader and they can arrange any kind of allergies or special dietary requests that you might have. And they are very good here at Disney, so definitely ask. If you think it's not possible to eat here, make sure to ask, because you never know what Disney can do. They've got some magical powers. So you've got, looks like some donuts, pastries, desserts right here on the left. I haven't been back here since this area was new. So you have pastries, all sorts of good stuff there. Wow, look at that. Got some donuts, macarons, black and white cookies. Look at those cupcakes. Oh my goodness. Those look magical. Wow. I have to check out some of these desserts. Red velvet, lemon bars, brownies, chocolate pecan bars. Those look great. Cheese danishes, chocolate cigar, raspberry cigar. Whoa. That's quite a selection for pastries. I'm impressed. I love the theming back here too. I got some pizza going on back here, some chicken tenders. I really like this market area. Some ice cream bars as well. So you get Mickey premium bars, Mickey sandwiches, chips, pretzels. My goodness. I think the size, honestly, I don't know why, but when I walked in, the size kind of reminded me of, like, if you've been back in the French Pavilion back in Epcot, like the size of the actual quick service restaurant, that's what it reminds me of. It's very big back here. Got some parfaits. Wow. So I'm really interested now, as I start to make my way back around the resorts, as I start to do more of these tours in 2023 to kind of update you on what the resorts actually look like from last year. The options here really seem to have really changed, honestly. Like, I feel like there's a lot of options now. Because we've stayed here before, and I will say the resorts typically have a good selection, but this seems really extensive now. Just the amount of, like, grab-and-go items that they have. Like, staying at the moderate resorts or deluxe resorts right now, especially with the deals that they have, and we'll talk a little bit about hotel deals, but everything that they've got, I mean, this is really a convenient market, I think, here at Coronado. Get some oatmeal as well, granola bars. So they've got you with breakfast covered. I mean, you could get anything as far as those pastries, some cereal, some smoothies, some juices. Chips, salsa. Look, Frontera even has their roasted tomato salsa here. This is majorly impressive. This did not used to be this way. So they've actually redone this quite recently, like I said. And I'm really impressed. I think we're gonna go get some food, so I guess we'll show you what we get when I get it. So I did get the Beyond Burger. It's a Beyond patty, roasted red bell peppers, goat cheese, arugula, and herb aioli, served with french fries. And then I also got a soft drink. Now, it was interesting because I've gotten drinks before at, like, at the resorts at All Stars, and I can't get refills at All Stars. And this one said I could get refills, 3 refills up until 8 p.m. I'm really confused as to why that is, but I don't know. I went with the Beyond Burger. See what it's all about. I know vegetarian options are really good here at Walt Disney World, so I thought I'd give it a try. I've never had a Beyond Burger as far as quick service is concerned, so I'm excited. Can I just say this is fantastic. With the arugula, and then you have the aioli, which is like that herb-based aioli. The patty tastes, I mean, it's so good. So I highly recommend the Beyond Burger. It's so nice. Wow. Well, you could say I liked it a lot. We'll talk about it, but my goodness. All right, so I don't understand, but I did get I get another refill. So you get 3 refills when you buy a drink. But here's the refillable beverage station, so you can actually fill your resort mug, which I know a lot of people do. Resort mugs are good. They also have a hot chocolate, coffee, microwave as well. Straws, creamer, sugar, anything you need for as far as tea or coffee. And then back here they have a drink fill station as well, and then mug wash. Well, they have coffee cream like in like a little, I guess where like they would normally put milk. It's like a freezer, or I guess a fridge. You can get your creamer out of there. That's pretty smart. They have Joffrey's coffee at all the resorts, so in case you're wondering, you can refill your mugs here. And this is just on the inside here of the actual quick service restaurant. You get all your condiments. Wow. All right. We're going to head out and go back towards Maya Grill, I think, and check it out. So right down the walkway is Maya Grill. And we've yet to eat here, but we've had friends eat here, and they say it is fantastic. So I'm really excited about eating here one day. It's on the list, of course. We're trying to knock out all the Disney World restaurants on property and non-Disney, I guess, third party. But Maya Grill is on the list, and we still have not done it yet. So I'm looking forward to doing it. We're going to check out the menu down here. It's a very nice vibe back here. I think it's mostly Spanish food, so let's check it out. Got some great music going on back here too. So yeah, if you want to pause it, take a look at the menu. And that's Maya Grill. And again, that's right back towards this way is the El Mercado where we were just at. So I'm excited about checking out Maya Grill one day. So we're gonna head back this way, go into Gran Destino, show you what Gran Destino is, talk about Toledo, which is the, I guess, the rooftop restaurant over at the tower. And we'll show you what that lobby looks like and where to check in. So some wayfinding, there's Rick's Sports Bar and Grill. Here's Rick's Cafe on the right-hand side, or Cafe Rix. Sorry, I called it Rick's Cafe, it's Cafe Rix. We're gonna head back towards that fountain where the old lobby used to be, and through the old lobby into the Gran Destino Tower. So that's where we came in. Here's the pineapple fountain. And then right through here, going all the way back towards this back of the room, is the doorway into the Gran Destino Tower. Oh, they have a cute little area to watch cartoons too. Old Mickey shorts, that's fun. And again, that's in this little old lobby area. So they've really taken this space and used it really well. I really like what they've done here. It gives me very atrium over at Beach Club vibes, which I love the atrium. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about, right? Ooh, a nature walk. Self-led nature wildlife landscape around the resort. That's fun. Huh. Playground, I'm sure I'll miss that, so they do have a playground here. They do have an arcade as well. And then they have all the park hours on these video boards, which they're really nice. And this gives you an idea of what events and meetings are going on here. It was storming just a couple of minutes ago. Now it's a little overcast and the sun's trying to break through. Doesn't make any sense. So if you're coming in, I'd say June throughout September, plan on some rain, some major rain. So we're officially in Gran Destino. Elevators right here, right out of this walkway where you come from the other side of Coronado Springs in that old lobby area. And that's called Villa del Lago back there, which is where we just were. And then if you got the elevators to the towers right here on the side. And this is the main lobby area for the Gran Destino Tower. So this is Gran Destino, and right when you walk into Gran Destino from where the old lobby used to be, they've got a really cool picture of Walt and Mickey back here, the big mural. But this is easily one of the prettiest towers that they have, I think, on property. But here's a look at what they've got as far as specialty cocktails and menu items as far as coffee. I think they do breakfast as well, 6:30 a.m. to about 12 o'clock, I believe is what it said on the actual little menu card that I was looking at. But they look like they got some really good stuff. Some small plates, some lounge snacks. But that coffee, that looks really good. But I mean, look at this bar. My goodness. I love this bar area. And then one of the most impressive parts is this, I guess it's like mirrored ceiling with this chandelier. Look how pretty that is. Oh my. That'd be the most impressive chandelier on property. I keep saying that about this resort, but this Gran Destino Tower, I mean, look at this lounge area. This is just a lounge. You got a full bar back here, nice little lounge chairs. If you want to scan, they actually have like their breakfast menu right here. So if you want to scan that and see what they got at the lounge. Free water right here. At the end of the bars, all the resort pool bars and bars do those free water, like, I guess, containers. I don't know, how do you say it? But yeah, this is like the main area. Going up into the Gran Destino, up into the lobby area. So that bar area and the lounge is down on this ground level. And then you've got like the second floor, which is going to be the actual lobby check-in. And then the elevators up to your rooms in the tower, but also up to Toledo, which is their restaurant. You've got concierge, bell services, and the front desk. I love the art in behind the front desk area. But there's that lounge area. We're on the second floor. I mean, look at these views. I don't think it gets any prettier than this. And that's like the drop-off area. So right when you get in, you have the porte cochere for Gran Destino. I always like coming out here and taking a look at these chandeliers as well. little light fixtures in the walls. Putting in ride share, parking for Gran Destino and check-in is right out here. And then the bus stop is down those stairs, or like down this ramp area where that awning is back there. So not too far to the bus stop. So, all right, we're gonna go in. I'll show you where Toledo is, the elevator to get up to the actual restaurant itself. And I'll put in some pictures. We've actually eaten at Toledo and it's a fantastic restaurant. So, all right, we're gonna take a left here and I'll show you where it is. So restaurants and lounges. There's Maya Grill. So these are in the lobby. And again, they're the information boards. They have them in all the lobbies at Disney resorts. They've got different variations of the way that these look, but they're really starting to upgrade them. Dalia Lounge is right next to the Toledo, which is the rooftop bar. Or sorry, the rooftop restaurant. This is Three Bridges out on the water. We'll go out there, show you what that's all about. But yeah, some informational boards. And then elevators are right here. So these boards are just to the left-hand side when you walk in. Elevators up to Toledo, which is the top of Steak and Seafood. And they actually got rated one of the best restaurants in Orlando up against Victoria Albert's. So they got put in the same kind of category as the best restaurant in all of Orlando. Just like I showed in the other lobby where the old lobby used to be for Coronado Springs, they have a similar seating area. So you can sit here if you're waiting for your check-in or whatever it might be. You got a call that you need to take before check-in, or you just want maybe a little bit of a quieter area to kind of sit in the lobby area as they start to scream. But they also have charging ports here as well. So you got a regular outlet, USB, and then right next to that, you can actually just let the kids watch the Mickey Classic cartoons with little stools. So again, this is kind of that lobby area for the Gran Destino Tower. One of the best things they've built just this way, right next to the elevators, restrooms, ATM machine, and you can actually mail things out of your resorts. So if you've got stamps, or you can buy stamps up at the front desk, and I think at the gift shop too. You actually mail stuff out. So best restrooms are back that way. Elevators, so this way, I'm actually gonna put in a picture of Toledo now, and I'll talk a little bit about it.
Ashley and I actually went over to Toledo a couple of months ago with our friend Matthew and Ramon. We went up to the top level of the Gran Destino Tower, and it is a Spanish-styled cuisine and menu. It is one of the best restaurants that we've eaten at Disney property. They've got great views for the parks. You get to see some of the fireworks from this rooftop restaurant. It is a Michelin star restaurant and is one of the only ones on Disney proper besides Victoria and Albert. So we definitely recommend checking it out and look at this restaurant in view.
So there's the elevator. One thing I did want to point out, on this really long couch, you actually have USBs and outlets in the arms of this couch. So they've thought of everything. So if you're sitting in this lobby area, down here is the bar, and these really nice sofas have USB and outlets. That's brilliant. And then walking over here is the view. And it's stopped raining, so we're actually going to go outside and walk around a little bit. But before I do that, I wanted to show you where the fitness center was. The fitness center right off these elevators that I told you were Toledo. These elevators, if you go up to the 16th floor, go up to Toledo. But this is where the fitness center is. And you'll just use your magic band there on that door. And in you go. This is the ground level bar area. And then elevators are here. We're actually going to pop out, going out on the outside area and check out some of the pool area and the outside areas of the actual resort. All right, so we just walked out of those doors there. That ground level bar and lounge area is right through those big windows. And then out here is the actual lawn. I think it's called Gran Destino Lawn is what they called it. And this is actually where the movie would take place if they're going to do the nightly movie, but it did recently just storm. And I think my camera's fogging up a little bit because of the humidity out here, but they'll show the actual movie out here on this lawn area. It's a nice little lawn area too. You can pull up a nice little seat, sit on the ground, bring out a towel, blanket, and I think the screen would probably go here, is what I imagine. So, but this is a look at Gran Destino. So if you had this view, you can actually see the fireworks, and that up there is Toledo, all the way at the top and Dalia Lounge. But this view looks out onto Epcot and Hollywood Studios' fireworks show. So if you do have that view, it's a fantastic view. So definitely recommend requesting that if you can.
So I thought I would jump in here in the future to explain a little bit about Coronado Springs and Gran Destino Tower. So Gran Destino Tower is going to be a little bit more obviously than like the Cositas or Ranchos villas or these rooms themselves. Gran Destino runs from about $300 to about $600, just underneath what a deluxe pricing would be per night. So it is going to be cheaper than the deluxe resorts throughout the months that you can get reservations. And then the actual resort rooms and the villas are going to be cheaper, about $200 to about $400 to $500, depending on the time of season for just your regular resort rooms at Coronado.
All right, so it's raining a little bit. I'm gonna walk back towards like where we were, where the old lobby area is, only because if I do get caught in some rain, I know there's some places to kind of duck in back there. But again, this resort is a moderate resort. It's going to be on that second tier, and we'll talk, and I've already talked about like the prices of the actual resort itself. So again, it's a little bit more expensive obviously than the value resorts, but definitely worth it if you want convenience to the park and a really good place to get like dining options. So Three Bridges are really good dining options. Dalia Lounge is a fantastic lounge. That first floor bar area and lounge area on the Gran Destino Tower is one of the best ones. You've got Toledo at the top. You've got Maya Grill over here. This is easily one of the best resorts as far as dining options is concerned, especially for a moderate. This is the old lobby area, which we were just in, where we had the quick service restaurant. So that quick service restaurant's right there in that building. They actually have a little bar area right here as well. And this bar, when it is a nice day out, it is currently raining. So a lot of people have ducked inside, but this bar area is usually hopping. Because of how big this resort is, it goes all the way back there and extends way out beyond this pool back here. They do have three bridges right here that connect that main area over here where that big pool is. The Maya Pool, I think is what it's called. It's actually connected by these three bridges, which is why that restaurant is called Three Bridges. But it is such a big resort. So if you're staying in one of those rooms back there, you can obviously drive back there. You don't have to walk your bags. But if you're going to walk up here to the main lobby areas, it's quite a bit of a hike. All right, we're gonna go check out the Laguna Bar. But before we do, I wanna show you, as I always do, there's a running trail here. And if you do, so this kind of gives you an idea of how big this actually is. This is around the actual resort itself is like a 1 mile trail. I would say that the 0.75 miles is what you would actually walk as far as if you're trying to get some food. So I guess, it's pretty close to about a mile around this whole resort area. So if you're back here in the back and you're trying to get up here to one of the tower restaurants or like the lobby area or the gift shops, it's going to be quite a walk. So, all right, we're here. We're going to make our way around, check out some of the pools, some of the buildings, and some of the other offerings that this resort has. This is Laguna Bar. I'll show you what they got on the menu. So they got some food and drinks.
Wait, did I miss here? Did we see?
Ooh, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Not a big margarita person, but that sounds really good too. And then they got a really good view. Right out here at this little bar area. And again, that's just out the back side of what used to be the old lobby. That used to be the old lobby right in there. That's where that main pineapple fountain is that we were just in front of. It's called El Centro. And then this is where the quick service restaurants are. And along these buildings, Maya Grill on this side of this building. And we're gonna walk our way around that way. And I think what we'll do is we'll cut across the bridge because these buildings are pretty much the same as they go around. So we'll kind of talk a little bit about the buildings itself, but we're definitely going to cut some walking time by going over the bridge to Three Bridges. So this area out here, just past Maya Grill, just outside here is actually the convention center. And the resort goes all the way around this way and it connects through these three bridges is like the heart of the actual resort itself. Right up against that pool area, which I think is again called the Maya Pool. I'll check out what the name is actually. I think they call it the dig site too. I don't remember. We've stayed here before, I should remember. But we'll check out what the actual name of that is. But this view, my goodness. Well, that's nice. If you get a little winded or you just want to take a break or if it starts raining, You can actually sit here on these benches. Or if you're waiting for your time to go and eat at the Three Bridges, you can actually sit here and just wait it out. Check out this really nice view. Oh, you can see the swan and dolphin. So again, Epcot's going to be out in this central area, and then Hollywood Studios as well. So you're actually going to be able to see the fireworks from up on Topolino. Topolino would be the one in Riviera. But Toledo, you actually get really views of the fireworks. And then also these rooms. I think you want those if you're going to talk about preferred room views. All right, so this restaurant's actually called Three Bridges. And it's a newer one. It was just before COVID, I believe, was when it opened. Have not yet eaten here, but everything that we've ever heard as far as drinks and food, it's one of the best kept secrets as far as, like, I guess secrets are concerned. It's not really a secret, but not a lot of people would know what you're talking about if you said Three Bridges. It is a great restaurant. From everything we've read, everybody that's reviewed it on videos that I've heard, everybody loves it. Oh, Villa del Lago. Interesting. So, this is called Three Bridges, Villa del Lago. Why is it called that then? I'm so confused. Because that's not what the actual resort's name is. It's Three Bridges, or sorry, the restaurant. It's Three Bridges, so I don't know. I'm confused. And again, a nice little bar area. So definitely check it out if you're here at Coronado Springs. So I don't know why, but it is called the Three Bridges at Villa del Lago. I don't understand, but teach their own, I guess. Whoa, look at that fountain. That's pretty. All right, we're gonna head this way. We're gonna walk that way, around that walkway, back over here to the main pool area, and then make our way back towards Gran Destino, because I want to try to give you an idea as to how big this resort is. Hoping it's not going to storm, so I guess wish us luck. I keep saying that Three Bridges is a well-kept secret. A lot of people know about it, and TikTok has really blown a lot of these places up, but it is such a great restaurant from everything. I mean, I think it's like a 4.8 on Google reviews. It gets fantastic reviews when you look at all the food blogs, all the dining reviews, all of the vloggers. It's really popular. I really want to eat there. You forget about it when you live here. So I really want to see what it's like because I've heard glowing things from everybody that I know that has eaten there. So definitely gonna have to come check that out. Maybe do like a dining review, because I think that'd be a lot of fun. So just this way is the convention center's back over this way. There's some buildings over here called the Casitas, and then there's like a health club and spa. So the spa is over there on that side as well, next to kind of like where the convention center is. I'm not gonna quite walk over there just because this is such a massive resort and I don't want it to rain, and I don't want this video to be really long. But over on that side, you actually do have the health club and spa. So if you're looking for the health club and spa, it is just next to the convention center. Ashley and I stayed here, I think now twice. We did like a 2-day stay here, I believe, and then like a 1.5 day stay here, like a staycation. And it has quickly become one of my favorite resorts, especially since I've stayed here. I think it offers, again, a lot of dining options, a lot of shopping that you want to do inside that big gift shop that they have. And then Gran Destino being added to it has just taken it up to a different level. It was already great before Gran Destino was here, but ever since they added that and Toledo came along and the Italian flair came in, it really has taken off. I love this resort so much. If you're looking for a little bit of a cheaper option off of the deluxe, this is a great choice. All right, so this resort does have little bus stops around the resort. So they have like an internal bus system that they use to drop you off at the different buildings because it is such a large resort. If you've ever stayed, I think, let's see, Caribbean Beach, I believe, is the same exact way. So if you've ever stayed there, I'm trying to think if there's anywhere else that kind of have that same internal bus system. I think Saratoga does too, where they've got like an internal bus system. It takes you around the different buildings because it is a really long walk from some of these buildings back to that main lobby area. And I can show you kind of what that looks like. So Coronado Springs map, luckily it just kind of came up here. So at each of the actual buildings and the sections of itself, you can see the little bus icon, and that's where the internal bus system is used. So it's great because it is a really long walk. So we're back here. We didn't really walk that far. This is the Casitas building, so that's just one section. Gran Destino is way back there, just over 3 bridges. So it's a really long walk, especially if it's storming or you just don't want to walk. You're tired after a long day at the parks. You can actually use the internal bus system and it'll take you around the different sections of Coronado Springs. The next buildings after the Casitas buildings are the Ranchos buildings, and it's got more of that, I guess, Southwest vibe. And again, they do change as they go along. So this is a different theming as this will be. So the Ranchos houses, if you can actually see, it's got like this, I guess, tile up on it, the red brick tile, the red tile up on the roof, which I really love. I think that's a really good touch. I think they're, I guess, trying to play along with this theme. They got cacti back here as well. We're not going to walk back into a ton of these just because of how much it is and how much this video would be. And there's just not a lot to talk about. So if you can kind of see, they've got the red rocks, cacti, and just the theming has changed over. And I'll show you what each of those kind of change over as we get to the other ones, like the cabanas. So we're going to head over this way to the actual main pool area, and we'll talk a little bit about it because it's my favorite pool at Walt Disney World. So this is called the Lost City of Cibola pool, and it's got like the Aztecian, I think it's Aztecian, like temple or pyramid. I don't know what to call it, but it's a really great pool. When we stayed here, we spent so much time at this pool. It's right before we bought our house. So this resort has a really nice feel to it just because there's so many happy memories from when Ashley and I bought the house and going back and forth on like negotiating a deal for our house. Like this was where we were staying when all that was happening. We were so excited. We celebrated here. So this resort means a lot to me. The area back here where the main pool is called the dig site. And I'm looking back here, and maybe because of the storms, I don't know. It looks like the pool is actually closed. That's interesting. So yeah, we're gonna head back here. They actually have a volleyball court, sand volleyball court, beach volleyball court right here as you go up to the dig site so you can play some beach volleyball while you're here. Pool hours 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. when it is open, but I don't know if it's because there is lightning in the area or if they're doing some refurbishment, but it looks like this pool hasn't been open at all. So I don't know. Very interesting. Because like there's 2 lifeguards over here, but it's weird. And there's people back here with bathing suits on, so I think the pool is open. They just closed it because of the lightning in the area. So maybe it's not under refurbishment. Good thing is I don't typically get to film the pool area, but look at this pool. It is closed right now just because there's lightning in the area. But it is massive. I mean, there's so much seating. There's seating that goes back into that area, back into that area. This is a slot, like a water slide on the side here. It's my favorite pool at Walt Disney World. And when it's lit up at night, it's beautiful. So they do have a pool bar area, and here are some of their signature cocktails. And the drinks here are really good. Well, they got some sports going on back there. Got a little Rays game on. And then you can actually get some bites to eat as well at their quick service by the pool. It's called Siestas.
That's us, yeah.
Hey, look, I did find the playground. So they got ping pong tables, shuffleboard, Connect 4 back here by the big temple. And then they've got the playground as well. Arcades back here, restrooms. Look like some lockers as well back here. So yeah, it's like the main pool bar area. And the arcade is just kind of your stereotypical arcade at any of the resorts right off of the pool. So it looks like they've got the hot tub back here just off of the main pool area. And they're just opening the pool back up after the storm. Says they were talking about it right when I was by those bars. So, all right, 3 bridges right here. We're gonna take a left and head back down this way and check out what's left of the resort and talk a little bit about like the other pools that they have for the other buildings. The main pool is going to be the more crowded pool. It's got like the recreational games. It's got music. It's got the pool bars. It's got food. It's got other recreation activities like shuffleboard and ping pong and stuff like that. Whereas the other pools next to the other buildings are going to be more just like your regular swimming pool with no lifeguard, just nothing really, no recreation going on. So if you're going back to one of these buildings back here, they do have swimming pools that you can use that are a little bit quieter. That's a pretty building. Wow, that sun beating off of it with that gray sky. Then you have the dig site of the lost city of Cibola. Kids pool, Jaguar slide, the ruins, Explorers playground, Iguana arcade, the Siesta's like quick service restaurant and bar, it's a spa, and the ball court. So they actually have tennis back down here. So we're walking up on the Cabanas section of the resort, and the Cabanas section is going to look a lot different than the Ranchos section, the Casitas section. Just like the rest of the Disney resorts, each of the different little, I guess, clumps of buildings are themed differently. And I don't think people would really technically realize it until they looked at them. So make sure to look at the buildings. Like in Caribbean Beach, they're named after different islands. So, and countries, definitely pay attention, because this is not something I noticed when I stayed here the last couple times. You can actually go around the pool area and you can actually get to the different clumps of buildings and the ways that they're called different things. So if you're staying in the Casitas, you can actually get to them from the Cabanas. It's just a longer walk around the big pool area, but it all connects back towards the Gran Destino. So it's just one big circle. But we're back here in the Cabanas section, and it has a little beach area. So I showed you the pool area. I showed you the map when we were over going into the actual dig site area, which was where the main pool is. And I want to show you just where we are, some kind of wayfinding. We're here. Three Bridges is there. The Casitas area, which was that first area we walked in, connects back here behind the pool area into where we are right now. So you have the Ranchos, you have the Cabanas, and the Casitas. So these all connect, and you can actually go behind this main, like, I guess where all these trees are in this main pool area. You can actually go behind them, and they all connect back towards Gran Destino and the convention center over here. So that's good to know. If you want a nice little walk, a nice evening stroll, do it around this resort. And then look at all these buildings, how different they are from probably the buildings you're staying in. Like the other Disney resorts, they do have laundry rooms here as well. They do like the laundry view, same kind of system. You go online, you type in the number, type in the laundry, like the machine that you're using, it tells you when you're done as far as the laundry is concerned. They do have free buses as far as to the parks are concerned, Disney Springs, Typhoon Lagoon, water parks. So you can get that. Trying to think what else. Parking is free if you have the car. If you're staying here at one of the Disney resorts, all parking is free, which is something that's changed quite a bit, and it's back to being free, which is really nice. So if you're staying in the Cabanas, there's hammocks. There's places to hang out. That's fun. So it's like a little beach area. Can't get in the water, don't want to get in the water. There's alligators here, but it's a nice little area to sit and hang out. And all the resorts, I think, trying to think of ones, I think the All-Stars and like the value resorts are the only ones that don't have like this little beach area. Now that I think about it, I think every single other one, like the moderates and deluxe, have them. So here's the Cabanas area, just getting into the Cabanas, and they have a pool and laundry area. So next to the little pools by your actual like hub of buildings is going to be a laundry room. So each of the areas like the Cabanas, Ranchos, and Casitas, they all have a laundry room next to the actual pool. So find your pool, the quieter pool, not the big pool. There's no laundry room there. But if you find your pool next to your buildings, that's where you'll find your washers and dryers. So here, there's a laundry room just inside of here and where the pumps are. But these are what the pools will look like typically. No lifeguards on duty when you're staying here and you're using one of the pools that isn't the main pool. So you are on your own. There are no lifeguards. They do recommend that guests be, I think, 12 years old and above if they're going to be alone. So I don't know. These are not manned by lifeguards. It can be dangerous. There have been incidents at Disney resorts with the pools and kids not being supervised. So I guess whatever you want to do as far as the kids are concerned, if you have kids that are responsible, that are a little bit older and want to swim in these pools by themselves, they're right outside the room. So they're really nice. They're quiet, as you can see. It did just storm, there's nobody here, but there's typically nobody in these pools because they all go to the main pool. Plus, I think this is the buildings you would want. The Cabanas, Gran Destino. And that's the check-in area, and then where you self-park is just over the building right there. So I would say the Cabanas are the most convenient when you talk about Gran Destino in the lobby area. So right out of Gran Destino Tower, they actually have the fire pit, which you can do nightly s'mores if the weather is permitting. Tonight, I don't know if they're going to be doing them because I think it was 6:30 to 7:30 and they're not out. So I don't think they did the s'mores for tonight. But I want to say they're included with your resort stay. I think if you have a Magic Band, you get free s'mores, right? I don't actually know what the price is if you have to buy s'mores. I should probably look that up. But yeah, this is Coronado Springs. So I think we're going to close out the video out here, kind of wrap it up. That's going to do it for us here at Disney's Coronado Springs. Had a lot of fun walking around the resort. Haven't been here in probably like a year and a half, 2 years. So whenever we bought the house, I think it's been about 2 years now. It's been a really long time since I've been back here. I love Gran Destino Tower. I think it's one of the best additions that Disney's ever done as far as a resort is concerned. I definitely recommend checking it out and asking if you can get the tower or especially one of the suites or villas in there. I'll leave some pictures in kind of as I'm talking here to show you a little bit of what those rooms look like. It is a moderate resort, so it is that second tier just below the the deluxe and just above the value resorts. So it's going to be a little bit more costly per night. But I do think because of the I guess the proximity to the parks, especially Disney's Animal Kingdom, and the views of the fireworks over at Epcot and Hollywood Studios, I think you get a really good deal here, for Disney's Coronado Resort. So again, I'm really excited to share this resort because it means so much to me. They have great dining options. They've got great amenities, one of the best pools here at Walt Disney World, so I highly recommend checking it out. If you like this resort, like this video, definitely give it a like, thumbs up, subscribe, share, like, tell your friends. I love this resort so much. We hope to see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching this video, and we hope to see you guys at the park.